We've been talking about this record we set all day long, but really we're just continuing it tomorrow.
Right. It's a record that stood for 86 years, and this time it will stand for one day. We will break it tomorrow, we believe, and probably for several more days to come after tomorrow. We begin tonight, though, believe it or not with this incredible heat record, but with a severe thunderstorm. A severe thunderstorm warning continues until 11 p.m. for you folks in southern Fayette County. That storm, though, as you can see here on our storm profiler radar, has moved out of Fayette County, south of Schulenburg now, headed down towards Shiner, but out of the KXAN viewing area. Let me show you what else this storm left behind. It created, and not just this storm, but a big cluster in East Texas, created what we call an outflow boundary. I'm going to put it on the latest image here and show you that. It's the little line right there moving through Burnett County, moving through Austin, and the radar's not picking it up, but it does extend on down into Caldwell County. That is just a boundary of rain, cooled air, not really cool behind it, but it's gusty wind, and the wind's right now gusting 30, 35 miles per hour at times. Watch again as we put this in motion how that boundary has been moving down through the area tonight. There it is, moving through eastern Williamson County, now through the Austin metro area. And I want to show you something really interesting. Watch how the bats, when they came out from the bridge in Round Rock tonight, started flying toward that wind boundary, right there. There they go, flying toward the boundary. Then it turns them around and they go the other way. Here, there are the bats right there. They're going this way, and then they turn around and go back the other way when the wind gust begins to hit them. One more look at it. Really interesting how that happened. Well, let's take a look at what we had today. This is the other really interesting thing today. 106 degrees this afternoon, almost hit the record. We broke the record, 70 days now, 100 degrees or above, a new all-time record. It's never happened before in Austin, Texas, and we've got more of these to come. Quick look outside at our planning forecast for you. 178 in the morning. We end up at 104 tomorrow afternoon. I'm hoping for a shower, just not real sure about that. Low 90s in the hill country tonight. Metro area, upper 80s and low 90s. Seeing some rain-cooled air off to the north. You folks in Taylor were lucky. You got a little rain. That completely fizzled out before it got to Austin. And that gusty wind really just kicking up a lot of dirt. Mostly cloudy, 92 in the city now, 93 out at the airport under a mostly cloudy sky. Winds 15, 14 miles per hour sustained, gusting 25, 30 miles per hour, though, behind that little boundary. Mold count was down into the medium category today. The whole state was hot, but here's your cooling thanks to that cluster of storms that moved down into East Texas tonight. You can see that on the satellite animation real nicely there. We thought that as the ridge moved away, we might get a chance for some of these clusters, but it looks like this one's just not going to get into the Austin area tonight. Irene moved over what we call Crooked Island there in the Bahamas, right there. Tonight moving between Rum Cay and what's called Long Island there in the middle of the Bahamas as a 120-mile-an-hour Category 3 storm. It may become a Category 4 hurricane up in the northwestern Bahamas by tomorrow night. It'll continue moving up toward the Outer Banks of North Carolina this weekend, possibly as a major Category 3 by Friday night or Saturday morning. And then get this, by Sunday, it may be approaching the Jersey Shore, maybe Long Island, maybe New York City as a Category 1, borderline 2 hurricane with 85 to 100-mile-per-hour winds. This would be a major disaster along the mid-Atlantic into the Northeast if it followed that projected path exactly. Hopefully it will move off there to the east, but that'll cause all kinds of problems in the Northeast and along the East Coast. Okay, locally tonight, upper 70s again, highs tomorrow. It's probably just going to be as hot as today. 78 tonight, and the clouds dissipating late from those showers. 105 tomorrow. I'm tempted to add a slight chance of a shower in tomorrow and the next day with the little boundary that's left behind, but this ridge of high pressure is still strong and may prevent that from happening. Meanwhile, and if it doesn't happen, we continue to hit 100 degrees every day. 71 days tomorrow, 72 on Friday. By next Wednesday, we're at 77 days. I'm thinking we may end up between 80 and 85 days of this summer. The good news back in 1925 is we only had 3